Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Russell Carlin and this is my week 1 review video. And my app that I'm planning on making this month is called Cool Cat. It's just an app to categorize and catalog and organize and all that stuff for your collections of items. Like if you're a collector of baseball cards or Beanie Babies or whatever you want, anything pretty much. And also it can also work for inventories. And so let's go ahead and start this up. Oh, if I can get here. Okay, here's my application definition statement. Basically, I already told you the main purpose is to catalog and take inventory of items that you want to keep track of. And that could be anything, because I would also have it so that you can make user-defined like details for them. Like if you want to organize your books, you can have, by authors and your publishers or whatever, how many pages it is, what kind of genre it is. And the intended audience would be collectors, inventory managers, and pretty much anybody who has a large amount of items, like a collection of items, and they want to keep all that, track of all that in like an organized manner. And the core functionality would just be to create items, delete items, and also set the properties for them, the details, and also make folders that you can organize all of your items into. And my nice to have features would be to edit the items, allow users to take the pictures of the items so that you can have like a quick visual reference to be able to find the identify the item quickly, and also make a shipping list sort of thing where it would just take all of your items and just make a text document. Alright, for the user research, the questionnaire, all these are pretty much the same, like the general ones, the gender and all that stuff. But I did add 3 of my own here at the bottom. And those are you a collector or do you manage inventory? And that's just to find out if they are, if you're not a collector of anything, or if you don't have any need for the app, then I'm sure you wouldn't really care about the app at all. So this is just to find, those people that you really want to make the app good for, make it very usable. And then would an app that catalogs a collection of items be useful to you? That's just to see if they would actually use it. Say, you find someone that does have, a collection of baseball cards or something. Would this app be, useful for them? Would they, buy this app to use it? And if so, then what features would you enjoy in the app? Just to get some ideas of things that you can put into that I can put into the app. Okay, the personas, I just use the basic, the template one. And Carson, he just wants an easy way to keep track of all the items in his collection. He's a big collector. He's for his hobbies, and he has Lego collections and baseball cards and stuff like that. His influencers are just a way to catalog all of his collections. That's easy and fast, and also the ability to organize that catalog, and also display images for quick reference, and maybe make a list of all the items in that collection. And his pain points are just losing track of items in his collection, because if you don't have any way to, keep track of everything, he just kind of loses all of that in the mess. And not knowing the amount of items, say his Lego collection, he has different pieces, and maybe he has, 50 of these and 20 of those. Well, he kind of can lose count of how many he actually has, just because there's so many of them. And also trading of like baseball cards and stuff like that can be difficult, because he doesn't know what he has, maybe just because he has so many of them. And if he had an app that would be able to show all of them on there, he can search for them easily, then he would be able to trade with someone to find like an equal trade a lot easier. And Renee, she owns a eBay store, and so she sells lots of items and shipping and posting all items on eBay all the time. And For here, she says, I sell a lot of items on eBay and need an effective way to catalog my inventory. And basically, her influencers would be an easy way to keep track of all of their inventory, and also a way to look up items at her desk and look for their details, because as it is, she has to go all the way to her storage location to just look up items, see if she has the items and what the details are of the items. And that's pretty much her pain points, is just going to the location and not having those item details right there. So if someone calls, you have to be, okay, well, wait a second, I need to go look and see what I have. And also just losing track of items. If you have an inventory list that says you have, these items, and you know that you did have those items, and if they're missing, then something went wrong. So that should be it for this week, because I have another video for the evaluation, which goes over all of this. And the only thing I really added to the end of this one was the item organization, which is just kind of specific to the app. This is to see how you can organize all of your collections. So for the other, I'll probably put a link in the front of this page for that other video also. I will see you all next week. Thanks for watching.